All right, welcome back, everybody. So today, what I'm doing here is, I'm in the garage right now, and it's super hot out because it's Wednesday, and I'm making a little teddy bear for Camilla's baby shower on Saturday, and I wanted to give myself extra time because I also wanted to make another one for my friend Jeanette, who just had a baby, and then also my nephew. But this is the pattern that I got off Pinterest. So this is the body, this is the head, and then I made longer arms for one before that I made for my cousin's baby. But this is what the arms are gonna look like. I've made this a couple times. It's pretty cute. Yeah, so I'm just cutting out everything right now, and it already took me like an hour and a half just to cut out the pieces. I still have some more to cut out. But yeah, I'm working on that today, and then last time I timed this, it took me about 3 hours to finish it. Well, from start to finish, it was about 3 hours. So I'm hoping if I at least put in 2 hours today, and then maybe 2 hours tomorrow, and then the touch-up part I could do maybe Friday. Yeah, we'll see. Cutting portion today, sewing portion tomorrow, and then detailing maybe on Friday if I have enough energy tomorrow. And then tonight I'm gonna go see a show, which is kind of tricky because there's this artist named John Mouse that I loved for years, and I went to a bunch of his shows, and then in 2020 he and another artist, Ariel Pink, got in some shady business, political stuff, and since then I haven't played him, and I haven't played him at bars or anything like that. And I don't know, just recently I have a friend who I truly respect, and he was saying, and I've always thought this too, and I don't know why, I don't know, I just kind of stopped listening to John Mouse because of this reason, but I've always thought this too, that if you truly believe that, well, no, what he said was, if you look up to musicians and athletes as your political North Star, then you really gotta look inward. And I've always thought, well, just because I don't share the same political or religious beliefs as other people, like, I'm not gonna just erase them from my life or like block them from my life, right? Even though a lot of people will give you what they believe is the best advice, or will preach and tell you what to believe, they're just looking out for what's best for you in a way, even though it may not align with what you truly believe. Like, I love my parents, for instance, but I don't have the same religious or political beliefs as them, and I'm not just going to cut them out of my life. So yeah, and a bunch of my friends too throughout the years have switched their faith, have switched their political beliefs, which is kind of shocking also. But the thing is, for me, I need people in my life who have opposing beliefs from me, because it gives me a different point of view. So I'm not just like, sitting around in a circle jerk of people who all have the same thoughts as me. It's not very productive. But the whole thing is that, so with John Mouse, he's a musician that I really enjoyed for years, and then this thing happened in 2020, and then I have all his records, but I completely plucked them from my what I play regularly at bars, and I just kind of like plucked them from my life, as well as Ariel Pink. I'm still like, I'm not really that big of a fan of, but John Mouse, I truly do like his music. And anyway, my friend Dan had an extra ticket to a sold out show, and he's like, hey, you want to come with me? I thought about it for a little bit. And then I'm like, yeah, totally. So then, yeah, I'm going out with him tonight, and we're gonna go see the show, and it's up in the Sonic Lodge in the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, which I've never been, so I'm really excited to go. And it's the hottest day ever right now, and I'm feeling so tired. I've been working at this for an hour and a half. The aim was 2 hours, but it's like peak heat right now. I think it's like 100 degrees out right now. So maybe I'll set up the sewing machine and then get all the threading through and then work on this tomorrow. We're at meals right now, and I'm videoing my friend Noah, who is in town from New York, and he's trying on a bunch of different sizes of the chef pants. That's not him, he's in there. There he is. Yeah, we're just trying on a bunch of different sizes. This is a size for you.
What's up, Christine? How are you?
Doing well.
I can only talk into this chicken wing for the rest of the day.
For real. That actually, yeah, that does look good. That's the size for you.
Yeah, this is it. This is it.
So yeah, let's finish this video. Okay.
So, this is the height you like?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
I'm making a teddy bear for Camilla's baby shower out of corduroy, and I'm making 2 of them because I'm also making one for another friend. And right now I'm sewing all the pieces together so that I could stuff it and then put a face on the teddy bear, and then hand sew all the pieces together. It is really early right now. I woke up at around 4:30 this morning because I couldn't sleep, but I stayed in bed until around 6. And couldn't get back to sleep, so then I just got up and then finished those teddy bears, which I'm excited to show you. But I just remembered I should probably water my plants because it's pretty early and it's gonna be a scorcher today. But I wanted to show you this. Well, my dad gave me this plumeria plant 5 years ago when I moved into this house. Well, I guess it's, about 5 years ago. And 5 years ago during the summer, it bloomed. And this is what the flowers look like. And I think they're so beautiful. But the thing is, they haven't bloomed in, oh my gosh, it's been ages. And so I kind of gave up on it. And then I went for a walk in the neighborhood, and I saw this guy watering plants for his neighbor. And I asked him, is that a plumeria plant? Like, do you know a lot about plants? And I asked him what the deal was with mine. Oh my gosh, it has all these little flowers right there that are about to come too. I'm so excited. Anyway, so I asked him about it, and he said to soak it, like really saturate it in water, because it's probably just severely dehydrated. So when I got home, I realized this right here was really dry, like it needed water. And so I really soaked it, and then obviously I need to like fertilize it or switch out the soil and everything. But yeah, only about like a month later, I took some photos to show him the next time I ran into him, but only about a month later it started blooming. And I remember when my dad gave this to me, he was like, Christine, this is so rare. This combination of plumeria with the yellow in the center and the white on the outside is ultra, ultra rare. So your neighbors are gonna be really impressed. So pivot this way, they have that exact situation. And look how bustling that is. And the crazy thing is that this goes about year round. So it's not just a summer thing here. Anyway, I'm just really happy about the plants and the growth that I'm finally seeing. Yeah, looking at everything here, a lot of these plants came from my dad. So this cacti that's now way taller than I am. You can see this cactus used to be about 4 feet tall when I first got it, and it's grown. Let's turn this around. This cactus right here was from Jason. It's a little bit sunburnt, and so is this one, as you can see right here, like years ago. So I think it'll be okay, but he chopped it from another cactus that was getting too tall, and he wrote this thing right here: no watering until September 15th, because you don't want to overwater it, obviously. But he chopped it from this cactus right here, which was getting really tall as well. So yeah, it feels pretty good out here, and the grass is so dead. Get Woody wants to go outside. This is it. They're both corduroy. They kind of remind me of in The Simpsons, Mr. Burns has a teddy bear from his childhood that I think Maggie ended up stealing or something. But it looks like this, like a very homemade teddy bear. And I love that the legs look like a croissant. So it looks like a croissant body. So I think this is what this teddy bear's name is gonna be, croissant. But yeah, there's two. I at first made the arms this way so it flaps down, and I've made it consistently this way for the past, I think 3 or 4 times I made these teddy bears. But this time, for this one, I decided to go the opposite way. Just see what it's like. I'm gonna put a little bow tie on them, so the arms will go down a little bit more, but I think it's so cute. I'm gonna throw them in the dryer to kind of like steam up a little bit so that the fibers inside can fluff up as well. And then, yeah, I just have to wait for Jason to get up because it's still pretty early before I can throw these in the dryer. But I'm so excited! An hour and a half the other day, then I stopped, and then yesterday I started working at around 6, finished at 11, and then did another hour today. So 7.5 divided by 2, come on, for 2 teddy bears, that's not bad. I guess it actually took longer than my other ones, but you know, I really took my time with these, so I'm really happy with them. Yeah. So I finally went to the John Mouse show at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. It was at this place called the Masonic Lodge. I'd never been to an event at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery before, so then I got there quite a bit early, and I was looking for parking, and then I realized there's parking like right on the property itself. So I pulled up, and there were a couple cars in front of me, and it was one of those situations where, you know, there's a gate and then there's an in and out, right? So then on the right side where people were coming in, everyone was stopping at this guy who was at the front gate, and it looked like he was giving directions to for where to park, basically. And so he stepped outside of his box, and he was like, yeah, go this way, or whatever. And then when he finally got up to me, I thought this was so funny. I told Jason, and he thought it was so funny too. Anyway, when he finally got up to me, I was like, groundskeeper, where do I park my car? And he laughed, and I laughed, and we were all laughing. Well, just us two. And then I told my friend this, the friend that I met up with, and he just didn't get it. He's like, well, he's not the groundskeeper. He just works, he's just the staff for the Masonic Lodge. I'm like, no, you're not getting it. Anyway, the show was fantastic, and I ran into a couple people that I know there. And it seems like people kind of had the same thoughts as me. Like, going to the show, they're like, should I be going to the show? Like, if I don't have the same beliefs as him. etc. But then they're fans of his music, so they're like, no, we're just gonna go. Which is exactly what I brought up a while ago. And yeah, I was talking to my friend Dan about it too, and he's like, well, you know, like with the whole situation with Ariel Pink, Ariel Pink went on and like said a bunch of really dumb things afterwards, where John Mouse is just kind of like a quiet, mysterious guy, like didn't really say anything. And if you listen to his music, it's not like he shares those thoughts. And then he also has like a PhD in philosophy and like teaches, and he's just a dimensional person. So yeah, it's just like use your best judgment. And also, yeah, like I said, you kind of have to surround yourself with people who are very different from you in order to get a slice of perspective, and make a decision for yourself. Anyway, the following morning, I went to meals and I shot my friend Noah, who happens to be in town from New York. I shot some videos with him trying on some stuff and playing around with the fish islands, which is super fun. And then right after that, I got to meet up with Gia Margaret, who is a musician that I adore. I've talked about her on this channel before. And she happened to be in town and had that afternoon to hang out. So then we went to this place called Come Over Delphi, which is a new coffee shop in Highland Park, which is like right near where the new meals shop will be once it opens. And I wanted to check it out because I've heard about it and I've heard good things about it, but I haven't been. So I went to check it out, and I ordered a matcha latte, and I haven't had matcha in a couple months since I ran out of my last like bottle of it. And so I ordered that and then enjoyed it, and then right away I felt a spike of energy, and I was so energized. And you know, so we hung out and talked for like 2 hours, and then afterwards, usually I take like a afternoon nap. So when I got home, Jace was like, you want to take an afternoon nap? And I went to bed but couldn't fall asleep, so then I got up and then started working on these teddy bears, and then couldn't sleep that night either. Like I went to bed pretty late, like around around midnight. I went to bed at 11 but stayed up until like around midnight. I woke up at like 4-ish and just kind of stayed up until around 6. Didn't want to stay in bed anymore, so then I got up and then just finished off these teddy bears. Kisses, so cute. I just got really sleepy at around 7:30, so then I made some tea and then fell asleep for 2 hours, and now I'm up and now I'm doing my makeup. I just got a new like PR package from Say, a bunch of stuff, but yeah, it's basically their base line. So tinted sunscreen, this right here, their concealer, and their powder, which a lot of people have been comparing it to the Kosas one, and I don't feel like it's similar at all. It's much lighter in weight to me. Like it doesn't even feel like a powder. It might be the brush that it came with, but yeah, it doesn't even feel like a powder. So once you put it on, like you can still see the sheen in my skin, which is really cool. So I've been really liking this. I've been using it all week just to test it out, but also because I'm like super excited about it. But yeah, I'm really into it. I should wash these brushes because I don't usually like to wear things that come straight from the factory, you know? But I was too excited, so yeah, I'm gonna go on and watch that. But yeah, I'm gonna go on, celebrate my day. Tomorrow we're going to Camilla's baby shower and housewarming party, so I'm gonna try and vlog that a little bit. I'm gonna get to meet up with one of her friends, which is a girl named Diana Yen, who is a chef, and she's done stuff for like Bon Appetit, and that's how I found the dandan pappardelle recipe that I often make. Whenever I have to impress someone, I make that recipe, and people are always blown away by it. And yeah, I get to hang out with her tomorrow and see what's up. So I'm excited to give her this teddy bear, or give Camilla this teddy bear. And yeah, I'll take you along with me. Oh, also before that, we're gonna go to this place called the Gamble House because Jason got reservations. So we're gonna tour this house, and I'm really excited for that. So I'll take you along with me. Yeah, mercury ball test. And then add some butter to it, and then there you go. Add some butter. Why am I nervous? It's just eggs, man. Why am I nervous? Okay, let's add some butter. Okay, push it around. Woo! This pan is so much lighter than the cast iron that I use every day. Okay, let's see. Okay. So, now we wait. Oh. This is my egg, like for scrambled eggs. To Oro. Okay, here we go. Look at that. It's completely non-stick. Alright, good morning everybody. So I didn't have a chance to talk about the Gamble House because there's no video allowed there inside. So we took a bunch of photos, which we were allowed to do, and I kind of just wanted to go through and talk about everything. So the Gamble House is a house in Pasadena that was built from 1908 to 1909. And the tour that Jason found was called the Upstairs Downstairs Tour, which took us, yes, upstairs and downstairs, into the servants' quarters, or like people who work there, right? So you got to see where the maid would sleep, where the cook would work and sleep, where people would walk through if you weren't a guest of the house or living in the house or a doctor. So you would walk through the side door. Hidden doors and hidden storage and little shortcuts to make the workers' lives there more easy, because they, the people who lived there, the Gambles, didn't live there year round. They only lived there, I think they were considered like snowbirds, so during the winter only. And so they had to rehire their help every year. And so in order to get people to come back, they would make the accommodations like very nice, right? That's exactly the type of tour that I would want to see, because I wouldn't want to see how the Gambles live, because that's just not the life that I live. I wouldn't want to see how they would like start their day and like go about their day and such. And our favorite parts of the tour were the kitchen. I really like looking at the stove and like all the things that they have. And it's also an American craftsman style home built by the architectural firm Green and Green. It was deeply inspired by Asian architecture and Asian design. So there were all these little details on the furniture pieces, even like the way the window frame is set up. Yeah, that was an amazing tour. If you have a chance to check it out, I know it's not going on year round. I think it's only during the summer that they provide this tour. So if you have a chance to like check it out, then I definitely recommend it. It's about like an hour and a half. AC is like barely cranking, so it is pretty hot. So if you can choose a cooler day, I would definitely recommend that. Number 19. What are you getting?
The pork banh mi and an iced tea. No, iced coffee.
Oh, good idea. Number 90.
Looks pretty good.
Ooh, yeah, it does.
Ooh, cucumber, lost it.
Is it not? But I imagine that's like a really. I like some.
First slice. Oh my gosh.
It's like milk.
Beautiful.
Sorry. It lost.
Is Summer House running like that?
Who would like a piece of cake?
We just got home after a long day of being away. And the cats are so into it. Oh, Woody. Oh.
We didn't leave any lights on for him, so they're just in the air conditioning in the dark waiting for us. Oops.
It was an accident.
Sorry, ladies.
Woody. Oh, look at
Look at
them.
this angler. Just a pile of cat meat.
I never do an outro, but I'm going to do it today. So if you are here, thank you so much for watching. And I post every Sunday. So I hope to see you next week. Bye.